Greetings, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and you are watching the Cardboard Da Vinci YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. And this is part 3 of my series on how to make a cardboard dollhouse for free or very little money. And in this installment, we finish off the dollhouse by adding windows, pictures, lights, decorations, wallpaper, rugs, and all kinds of fun stuff. I show you tips and tricks on how to do it. And that looks wonderful. Okay, so if you want to make a cardboard dollhouse, and this is my first video you've watched, there are 2 other ones you can watch. I'll put links in the description of the video down below. So let's do the intro, and then let's launch into part 3 of how to make a cardboard dollhouse. Okay, so the first thing you should do once your cardboard dollhouse is built is paint everything white. And this is a primer kind of paint. You know, like what I mean is you're painting it all white just to prime it. This will add strength and durability to it, and it'll set your colors nice and bright later when you paint over other things. And if you want to leave any of the sections white, once this coat dries, you paint the second coat to make it really pop. But see, there you go. Everything's painted white. Looks good. And then go ahead and paint your various detail work. And in the case of a Tudor dollhouse, I'm going to paint all the beamwork brown. And the various roofs. So let's go ahead and do some windows. And the windows are a fun addition, and they're good in a couple of different ways. They look good, and they also add a little bit of light to the inside of the dollhouse. So I'm not going to do all the windows, but I'll show you how I did them. These circular windows are kind of nice. I like them. But I just cut them out and then use something to form a circle, and then I cut that circle out and then added plastic. I'll show you. And I used this just something I bought at the grocery store, some macaroni salad. I measured out the window and cut it out. And you can remove the stickers. If you have stickers on yours, you can remove those with acetone or nail polish remover. And then just glue them right into the window frames. And you can see there on the right is the large window frame, the bay window, which is kind of nice. Takes a little bit of detail work to cut out that bay window, but the same thing. Cut out the bay window and cut out a piece of plastic and put that in there. And if you want your door, it's just a nice little addition to open and close. I cut that out and painted it, and then hinged it onto the dollhouse with a couple of strips of plastic. But here we go. Once you've done your various windows, you have plastic installed in them, you can put them back in. I like it. The windows make a big difference. Open up as many windows all around the dollhouse as you can because they add light into it, which makes it all brighter and looks good. And the looking through the windows is kind of a neat little feature of a dollhouse. And you don't necessarily have to add plastic to them. You could just leave them open. But the plastic is a nice touch. And having all these windows cut also adds a nice touch when it comes to the lighting. So I ended up originally painting the dollhouse roof orange because I like that Spanish revival kind of style. It's like tiles, but it didn't quite look right. I ended up asking my YouTube followers what they thought, and overwhelmingly, I think it was like 64% of I did a poll, 64% of my followers thought that the roof should be brown rather than orange. So I went ahead and changed it to brown, and you'll see that later. But once you have all your painting done, go ahead and Mod Podge the whole dollhouse. And the Mod Podge does a couple of different things. It will help strengthen the dollhouse, and it will also help seal it and keep it protected from water, from damage. So Mod Podge is a really nice thing that helps a lot. See, there you go. I started to repaint the roof brown. So you can Mod Podge and let it dry and then paint over it and then Mod Podge it again. So there you go. The painting is done. The exterior painting, the door with the little plastic hinges. I just cut those hinges out of little pieces of plastic. So another interesting thing you can do for your dollhouse, and thanks to a follower for this suggestion, Rocket Girl, buy patterned papers, and then you can cut those and use those for wallpaper and for flooring, for mats, and I'll show you a few different things. And I bought these at Hobby Lobby for 25 cents a sheet. I think a big thing is, look for nice bright. I love this little unicorns are cute, but a nice one thing to look for when you're buying papers for your dollhouse is try to get small patterns. It'll be give a more realistic look to the scale because it's a scaled house. So apply Mod Podge where you want to put down the paper, cut your paper to the shape and size you want. Apply it to that wet Mod Podge, which will glue it down. And then for strength and durability, go ahead and Mod Podge over it, and it seals it. Because this dollhouse, the way we built it with the double layers of corrugated cardboard is strong, and it is durable, and it will last quite a while, and it will take some use. So you Mod Podge everything, and that will help everything maintain its brightness of color and its strength and durability. See, I did this, what do you call it, wainscoting. I added some nice vertical colors of wainscoting, that's paper. And now I'm going to put down a little, what would you call it, a rug or a carpet. So the possibilities are endless. You use your imagination for whatever you want. Look around your house or other people's houses for what kind of stuff they have. So some examples are this, carpet, this rug, I guess you could say, the wainscoting, the bathroom tile floor on the right that we did with the white and black and white squares. You can do picture frames. You can do molding. And have fun with it. Do as much as you want to do. See, it's looking good. The bathroom. I like the bathroom there. It looks good with the light blue walls and the tiled floors. So this part of the dollhouse is done with the interior. Let's do the other part, the front of the front. And here's a runner carpet from the front door. And you can see there just to the right of my hand there is the purple or lilac colored accent walls, right? Up above is one of the bedrooms, and I guess that would be a child's bedroom. That would be with the unicorns. And there's another throw rug, a blue wall, yeah, blue. See the picture frame on the right, kind of cool. So to have fun, there's a lot of things you can do. And one thing I also remember that you can also paint colors, which is what I did for this staircase. I painted it a light brown, but yeah, and generally keep your colors light, not too dark, because that will dark colors will darken the dollhouse. We want the dollhouse to be nice and bright. And also, I even painted a mural of sunflowers. So paint, wallpaper, you got lots of options, just like a real house. And I had some fun with the detail work. I wanted a big flower, what would you call a flower box on the front of the house. It's just a nice detail. Although these flowers were rather expensive, I paid. They're really nice, but $13 for those miniature flowers. You can make miniature flowers out of paper. But I made a little flower box. I mounted the flowers in it, and then I glued that to the front of the house, just under that bay window. That's just a nice touch I like. Okay, so now the lights. Now I bought these lights. I think it was $5 on Amazon, and I'll put a link to the video. I'll put a link to that product in the description of this video down below. And for $5, I got 8 strings of light. See, this is one string. 8 strings of light, and the batteries are included. So really, really nice. And you can have fun with that too. Like for instance, I made this little chandelier that's going to go there. And then strung them up. One string was for this whole section of the dollhouse, both floors. And another string was for the whole section of the other section of the dollhouse, both floors. And see that painting, that picture frame right in the middle there? You could print up some little pictures, find some images on the internet and print them up on your printer and then put them in picture frames. So what I did was with the lights is first I taped them in place with some cellophane tape just to get them lined up the way I wanted to, but you can't stay with that tape. Then go ahead and glue them in, and don't use hot glue. Use a white glue. Hot glue can melt the insulation on the little tiny wires and short circuit it out so the lights don't work. That hot glue can do that. So just use regular white glue for stringing up any lights you put in. But there you go. I like it. The lights make all the difference, and it looks really good from the outside too, because when you're looking through the windows of the doorway. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I had a lot of fun making this dollhouse. I put a lot of hours into it. If you make a cardboard dollhouse, make sure you send me some pictures. I will put the pictures on my website and send you a certificate of contribution. And and I think because these are LED lights, they're going to last a really long time. You don't have to worry about them burning out or the battery dying. So for $5, you can't go wrong. Just adds a nice touch. So make sure you pop on over to stormthecastle.com to see all the various projects that I have. I don't know, 1,000 projects. I have all kinds of interesting stuff you can make. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not a subscriber. Make sure you hit the little bell button so you get a message or an email of you, any way you choose when I post a new video. But there we go, the inside of the dollhouse. I like it. A special thanks to all my subscribers and to a wide variety of people actually suggested I do a cardboard dollhouse because it's inexpensive and it's fun. It's very creative, and it's just a nice project. I like it.
Perce la menestra si fredda.